And welcome back. Inga Northern joining us now, the owner of Northern Woman Productions. And I just want to say thank you so much for being here today. But can you describe to us what your position actually is at Northern Woman Productions? What do you do?
Yeah, what do I do?
You're like, I don't even know.
No, I'm the owner of Northern Woman Productions,
Okay.
which I'm a vulva, which sounds funny, I know, but it's Scandinavian. It is a Norse shaman. So basically, I seek messages for people in spirit. Think of me kind of like a bridge or tuning in a frequency. And so I help people with individual readings, coachings, insight, and kind of provide comfort and clarity for people seeking answers.
Right, and I think one of the interesting things that you did, you had an event this last weekend, but you were kind of essentially, and excuse me if I'm saying this wrong, but you were essentially like doing a mediumship for an entire group of people, a psychic gallery?
A gallery, yeah.
Yeah, so how does that, you know, for people who have gone to see psychics before, what does that look like when you're actually in a gallery setting? What does that feel like?
It's pretty intense. It's pretty intense because traditionally you're just one-on-one with a client. It's just you, the client, and their whole light entourage, I call it. And in a room full of people, it's not only, you know, I had 32 people in the audience. It's 32 people and then spirit and potentially their passed over loved ones or guides or things like that. So it's pretty intense because I have to focus in on one certain area without getting what we call outside interference.
Right.
So if I'm not tapping into that frequency, it can get tricky.
Wow, have you done something like this before with like a big community like that?
Yeah, definitely. I've done gallery readings before, but I've also worked one-on-one with people and I teach classes.
And then how do you prepare for something like that, like for yourself when you have to go and seek those spirit guides or speak whatever it may be that you need to connect with?
It's easy now.
It's easy. Wow.
It's easy, like you guys just looking at somebody and talking to somebody just like you're talking to me. I mean, maybe it takes me a little bit to do an opening. Once I do the opening, then messages come just straight through.
Right. So for somebody who is, you know, really, you know, wanting to take a step forward in their path of learning their intuition and you know, hearing their own guides, you have classes as well. And so what do those types of classes look like?
Yeah, so recently I just did a class on empathic ability. So most people are empathic, which means that they sense things around them. So including energies of places or people. And so I'm just teaching them how to use that skill for you know, their best interest and their highest and greatest good, instead of causing, usually causes people a lot of anxiety.
Right. Right. Yeah. So it's kind of like, I feel like in that class, it's not only empowering yourself, but also helping to create almost like a psychic boundary with other people, so you can further have that conversation with yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. So you know how some people say, I cannot go to the Mall of America. And it's not just because it's busy, they might just be sensing the overwhelming feeling of all the people and all the energy in that place. And so, you know, teaching them how to turn that sense off is a really good idea. So turn it on when you want to use it for things like healing or guiding people, and turn it off when you just want to be a human and enjoy the mall.
Right. So how can people, you know, that are interested in this, how can people get in touch with you?
Yeah, so I do have a Facebook page. It's Northern Woman Productions, and on there I have events and classes. My next event will be another gallery reading, and the gallery reading is July 6th, Saturday, July 6th, in St. Peter at The Gathering, which is a new venue.
Right.
Wonderful.
Right.
Inga, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you so much.
And still to come.